رمضان مبارك عليكم الشهر، وإن شاء الله تقبل منا ومنكم صالح الأعمال. مرحبا فيكم في الجلسة النقاشية حول البيانات المالية للسنة المنتهية في 31 ديسمبر 2023 لشركة صلالة لخدمات الموانئ أو ما يعرف بميناء صلالة. طبعا الجلسة النقاشية بتكون باللغة الإنجليزية، فبحول الحين اللغة الإنجليزية. إذا حد عنده أي استفسار باللغة العربية نحن جاهزين على أساس نترجم. السلام عليكم. Welcome to our discussion session on the financial statement for the year ended 31st December 2023. I'm here. I am Mohammed Al-Mashni, the Chief Corporate Affairs Officer. I have also with me Mr. Bart van de Graaf, our CFO, and also our Chief Commercial Officer, Sunil Joseph, as well as Iman Al-Shahri, our legal counselor. The agenda will be, I will give a brief presentation about the board, and then I will hand over to Bart to give the financial updates. So if you look into the Board of Salalah profile, we started our operations in 1998. We are the largest employer in Dhofar with more than 2,500 employers. We are doing this session because we are a publicly listed company traded in Muscat security market. We have basically Board of Salalah is mainly two terminals, one container terminal and one general cargo terminal. Later on, I will discuss that in more details. We have a 30 years concession agreement with the government that ended in 2028. We are now in the negotiation with the government for an extension. If we look into our shareholders profile, our biggest shareholder is ABM Terminals. It owns 30%, and ABM Terminals is part of the Maersk Group. They operate in more than 70 ports around the world, and also they are presented in more than 40 countries. The second one is our pension funds, government pension funds. They own 23%, as well as ASIAD. ASIAD is the logistic arm of the government. It's owned by OIA, Oman Investment Authority, and it owns that 20%. We have 19% institutional investors and 8% local investors. Our vision, this is our new vision, which is more than a board, advancing supply chains in Oman and beyond. We are not only working as a board, we are working with our, like the free zone and the airport to make Salalah a valuable position, to make the most advanced of the supply chains in Dhofar as well as in Oman. Our mission is to enhance efficiency, connectivity, value, and sustainability for all. This is, as I mentioned, we can see this one here is the container terminal. It has a length of 2.1 kilo. As well as the general cargo terminal, it is 2.6 kilo, and then we have like a liquid berth, which is 666 meters. This is an overall of the port. If we look into our growth, the volume since our inception, last year we handled in the general cargo terminal, we handled the largest volumes, 20.6 million tons. This is our highest ever, and we are expecting also this year, inshallah, to exceed that. If you look into the container terminal, we handled 3.8, lower than last year, and I think Bart will explain that in his financial remarks. Our services, we are a multi-purpose. We give a lot of services, starting from stevedoring, bunkering fuel, warehousing, providing fresh and water facilities, or to the vessels, cruise vessels as well. Last year we handled around 30 cruise vessels with more than 60,000 tourists. Our recognition, we are the largest exporter of gypsum in the world, and we are also the second most efficient terminal out of almost 374 ports globally in 2021 as well as in 2022. And also we are on the top, we are 45 out of the top 100 terminals in the container terminal. And now I finished the overview of the company. Now I will hand over to Bart to give the financial performance. Bart,
thank you, Mohammed. So if we start by looking at the revenue, then year over year we saw a drop of 3%, and this of course driven by our container upgrade. So on the container side, we saw a drop in volumes by 13% as our capacity is currently constrained due to the ongoing upgrade works. On the general cargo side, we saw very strong growth of 12%. So overall, this translated into a drop of revenue of 3%. If we look at that, our direct operating costs, then we saw a similar drop of -3%, so aligned with the revenue drop. If we look at our other operating and SG&A costs, then we see it flat year over year. So we've been managing to offset our cost inflation by cost-saving projects. So that brings us to the net result of 2.8 million, below last year's result of 3.2. But this includes the new labor law one-off. We had to take 1.2 million of adjustment due to new labor law, and it includes 800,000 of voluntary redundancy payments. So one-offs of in total 2 million of cost. So overall, I think a very strong performance of 2.8 million compared to last year, 3.2 million. If we then look at the health of the company on the next slide, and we look at our balance sheet, then you see a drop in the ratios, but that's of course due to the ongoing investment. So we're investing and therefore we have less cash, but overall still a very strong balance sheet. We're investing with our own cash, we're debt-free. If I look at our financial KPIs, then we have managed to keep the gross profit margin at the same level. We saw a drop in operational profit, of course, due to the volume drop on the CT side. Net profit almost aligned with last year, and then the return on equity at 3.7. So it's driven by the volume drop on the CT side. So overall, still a performance aligned with last year. Overall, good performance for 2023. This was a quick financial summary.
Okay. Now this is all we have. If anyone is there to ask any questions, we will take that. But since nobody actually joined us, so that means we are coming to an end of our session. So thank you all for joining, and let's see you in the next session, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, Bart. Thank you, Mohammed. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Man. Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Bye.